consciousness is the enemy of the elite. That's why they keep us so busy, hyped up and worried, and watching sports or dramas or voyeurism, where soap operas have people pretending to have affairs and sex every 5 minutes. All the little things, the little drives that people have, are blown out of proportion like drugs and fed like drugs. And the teat of television has everybody sucking on it daily. And it is not for your health. Those who are awake must also always accept the fact that a good majority of the public decide that the world is too heavy with problems. They don't want to know. Leave me in my own little space with my own little fantasies and go away. Well, that's fine. Do it. Go away. Why waste your time with them? Those people have chosen. Only they themselves can decide to wake up. The dead can be made to walk only when they're trying to stand up for themselves. That's what that means. When you pick up your bed and walk, it's because you've been asleep all your life. That's what the esoteric means. But they must want to get up for themselves before you can help them. Then you can teach them. Otherwise, you're hitting your head against a brick wall. For those who've fallen for the Pied Pipers, with all of their data, which is vastly distorted from the facts of history, but which is very fascinating. You have to accept they're on their own magical mystery tour, and they enjoy it. They've already put themselves in an inferior position by admitting to themselves that something vastly superior and supernatural controls this whole thing. It's much easier to accept that on an egotistical level, that you've been fooled by a supernatural being or beings, than by people who pull their pants on one leg at a time and go to the bathroom like you and I. Look at all the words in the dictionaries. If you get an older one, all the better. There's more words in them. We're down to linguistic minimalism now, as dictionaries get thinner and thinner, and people can't express their thoughts and convey their ideas to their neighbours. And look at all the words that begin with con. Very, very important words. Confederate, constitution, constabulary. On and on it goes. Confidence and confidence tricksters. And the priests were cons. Always ongoing. When you get out the tunnel and you see the light and you see the forest across the field, remember the all-seeing eye didn't miss the field, and he knows you want to get to the forest, and his mind's planted all across that field, each one with a flag saying, "Come here, I've got it for you." The creatures who did this live on Sirius, or they live on some far-off little star, or they're metamorphs, or come here for a crystal ball, or the answers in these cards, or this divining rod, or whatever it happens to be. It's amazing that if the kingdom of heaven is within you, you don't want to trust it. And you wonder why not only yourself, but previous generations have been suckered down all of these fake paths and allowed to happen down through time what has happened and what is happening. Because they don't want to believe their own selves. If they just stopped and switched everything off and did some thinking for themselves, that they'd find most of the answers are within